right, let's start off with our daily graphic newspaper, and it reads, a year on, new plan still in distress, but government stands by pledge. So this pledge that the government has pledged to fix new plan, but nothing is happening. It's been, what, a year since the promise came in? And we are still here waiting. Anyway, there are so many promises we are waiting
Ghana is a promised land.
Whether you like it or not, we go promise. Like, we will be the king of promises. Whether you like it or not, we go
it's promise.
A year on, we will still hold on to our promise until we are out of power. We are holding on to the promise. If we are out and you know what, you say to us that you didn't fulfill your promise, then fine. But till then, you can't hold us responsible. We did their top. $48 million a data center opened. You can find the story on page 13. Parliament okay 71.15 million euros for Takwa water project. Oh wow. You want to say something?
No, it's good. You know, we need.
I don't have a problem.
Yeah.
Will they use all that money for it?
That's my problem. You know, the project makes sense.
The project is fantastic.
The amount of money that is involved, whether but we know this. You know, we're getting so used to things like this.
I think so. Like we still know.
We know that.
We still expect it.
The project will be done,
but
it will be done with monies that will not all go into the project. And worst case scenario, it will be as terrible as anything. But the idea that they have a project they want to do.
Oh my
Come
goodness.
on, yes.
So when they are okay in this, do they look at it, the number of, probably pipes you're going to give, the number of boreholes you're going to give, the number, what do they look at before they okay such amounts?
I think it's deliberate. That's what I think.
Okay.
You know, because, I mean, at the end of the day, whoever that is behind it, intentions and everything is already planned. They know how they want to.
Kempji, I think you should take the next newspaper. I'll come back to the daily graphic. So let's do what you have.
Okay. So the Ghanaian Times is what we have this morning here, and it says, who leads GJA? Journalists decide today. Page 16 has got a story, and it has Dave Agbenu. It's got also Gehat Mensah. It's got Albert Kobana. 4 all captured, and they are all aspiring presidents on the front page. And
that is going to be a very competitive race. I don't know. Mention the names again.
So Dave is there. Dave Agbenu, Gehat Mensah, Albert Kobana, June 4 is also captured over there.
I saw him yesterday. He was actually, I think he came to one of our stations, our sister stations, to campaign here. And I'm waiting. I hope I can get him on Prime Morning. So, June 4, I know you are doing a lot. You have promised the journalists free insurance.
Yeah, he's been in the news.
You've been in the news
this week,
the whole week. And for the other aspirants as well, we are open to host you on Prime Morning. So do come in. Let's host you on Prime Morning. Take the opportunity. Hey, let's just host you on Prime Morning and hear what you have for we the journalists, because we like some freebies, some good freebies, and we want to assist them
the current, or maybe outgoing, if you like, has come under a lot of criticism. In terms of some of the things that
he promised
and all of that. A lot of journalists, and I mean, most journalists think that he's never been there for them. He's always divided, being neutral when issues are affecting journalists. He stands in a position where you don't feel the support that he's giving to journalists, and so. Most of them, the aspirants have taken opportunity.
Oh, they are voting today. So even if they are voting today, then they can't come here. Anyway, it's all right.
When you are done.
After when you're done, they can still come here and, let us know more about themselves.
Because the work actually begins when the elections are done.
But most people, when the election is done, that is it. Do you get me?
And that's where the real job is.
Yeah, but they don't really care. Like, you voted for me and that's it. I'm done. I now sit down and watch. No campaigning after election. That's it. That's how it is.
Anyway,
okay.
We're going to see about. And make Africa food sufficient. Ofuriata charges peer countries, and car owners abandon vehicles for torture over fuel price hike. We're going to get to that. I mean, I knew we were going to get to that, As to how bad it's going to get, the future will decide. But as things are happening right now, a lot of people would have to park their cars, especially those driving the expensive cars, that sucks a lot of fuel. I don't know, but I am packing my own too.
Well, somebody was telling me that there's, I don't know. I don't know how that's going to be true. So I can't say on air.
The fuel increase?
No, shortage.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if it's
possible.
True.
I mean,
I can't speak to it.
There has been
I was
fuel
just
shortage
told,
in the
but I
past
can't
anyway,
speak
so.
to it, and I don't want to be misquoted that it's going to happen. So I can say that's what I heard, but I can't say that's what's going to happen.
So just be
just don't misquote to
prophetess
me.
of doom.
No, I don't want to be a prophetess of doom either. I don't want to be.
Okay, so just be a prophetess of doom, doom, doom.
What do you have? Is that it for the Ghanaian Times newspaper? Okay, let me go to the center spread of the Daily Graphic newspaper. A nation commemorates UNAU Public Service Day. Adopt common approaches to tackle economic challenges. Dr. Baumia urges African countries. It looks like Dr. Baumia is doing a lot to popularize himself lately. He can't wait to be the flag bearer of the new Patriotic Party. So they put him in the limelight. It's a very strategic thing to do. It's good because we saw him very strong in 2015, 2016. Yeah. We saw him very strong, but 2020 he wasn't that strong, and he's coming in even stronger than apartheid this year. So this time, I think probably from now to the time they do the voting, they are putting him in the limelight to make sure that he wins the hearts of the people. And this particular story, self-service app to facilitate SIM card registration exercise developed. Yes, I got a message or a notification from my service providers, and they called me to assist me to get my SIM card registered. The unfortunate part is that I still have to go to their office to do the biometric. But I asked them if, you know, with what I've done, will they still cancel my SIM? They said no. I said, Abakade.
So those of us who are not doing it, what happens to us?
No, just, you know what, just contact your service provider. Don't do it for you. It's quick. Well, my service provider called me. They sent a message to my phone. I clicked on yes and said, do you want an assistance? I said yes. And they said, we'll call you in the course of the day. And they did. They called. So I actually missed the call. I called back and they were like, oh, this is my service provider, A, B, C, D, and, you know, they want to assist me. I said, sure, why not? And they did it for me. We did a split second, it was done. So it's quite easy if you have a good service provider.
It's not easy for that Sordin boys. We know they
will cancel. In fact, no, don't cancel. They'll block your SIM card. They'll block it. But it looks like the whole queue.
We are even looking forward to blocking.
Oh my goodness, the queue to the registration has really gone down. It's now very, very easy for one to
does that mean a lot of people have registered already?
Well, it's now, you know, it's not that they've registered already, but it's easier to register now.
Okay.
The initial process was cumbersome. Now it's easier. So.
But you still have to go to the office, isn't it?
Yeah, to do your biometric.
And that's also where the queue is, anyway.
Well, it's gone down now. Okay. It's gone down now. So
you push to find ways and means to convince us. I saw them boys.
You ain't got nowhere.
Yeah. I saw them.
Well, that's it for the Daily Graphic newspaper.
Observer is here. It says Akufo-Addo reaffirms Ghana's determination to help make Pan-African vaccine manufacturing project a success, and has captured the president on the front page. MPP approves 47 candidates for national executives elections, and Vice President Baumia launches first Tier 4 data center in Ghana. As for the launching, there has been launching plenty of things. Ongoing global economic crisis, government outlines strategy to empower local industries, and no inconsistencies in government's COVID-19 expenditure data. Finance Minister says so. He says, you guys said that, there's inconsistency, the money is too big. Yeah, talk too much. Yeah, talk too much.
Keep quiet.
They ain't got no inconsistencies in what you guys talking about. Yeah, talk too much. Finance Minister says, stop talking.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Stop.
He doesn't like that. The Finance Minister, you know, he doesn't talk much. So he doesn't like when you talk. You know, he likes people who are reserved, who are very, you know, calm, who don't talk too much.
But they act.
That's why he doesn't like the Speaker of Parliament. He thinks the Speaker talks too much.
Learn about
So when the Speaker invites him, he doesn't want to go. Say, Speaker says, where's the thing? The Speaker, where's the so my Lord, you have to come. I'm not coming anywhere. You talk too much, but you still come here. Come.
Go on
The finance minister doesn't like talking. He believes in figures. So he's going to put the figures on the table for you. And Parliament Speaker says, no, I want to talk.
Come talk.
Come and talk.
Okay. All right. So is that it for the... what newspaper was that? What newspaper were you doing earlier?
That was for the Ghanaian Observer.
The Ghanaian Observer. All right, let's go to the Finder newspaper. Dr. Awal awarded in Malta. Ghana will ensure success of Pan-African vaccine manufacturing project, says the president. BOD working to fix forest challenges of BDCs, says Senor Hossi. You sure? You sure, senor? Anyway, Africa needs common strategy to mitigate economic challenges. Dr. Baumia seems to be making the banner headlines than the president is making the banner headlines. And like I said, there's a strategy going on.
He's been on for like a month, back to back on the newspapers, like he's been everywhere. It's all
okay,
good.
so AMA has received sanitation tools. Police officer allegedly involved in a 361,300 Ghana city protocol enlistment scam remanded. And also UK Minister for Armed Forces visits Ghana. All of that in the Finder newspaper. You know, one thing I realized today, so that motorway, are they done fixing the motorway?
I think it was opened. I'm not too sure because it was believed to be opened.
Did they fix it
last Friday?
Did they fix it? Did they fix it at all?
Yeah, I've not used it
or
yet.
Or they fixed the part. I used the parts today.
Oh, okay.
And I can speak to fact.
It's bad. Really?
So I'm still wondering which parts they fixed. Probably they fixed the major part and they left others. Because trust me, it's still the same.
Still bad?
Where I used
so what did they do
is still bad. And I used probably half of the motorway today.
Wow.
And it's bad. So I don't know what they are telling us. If they fix the motorway or they decided to stop and continue another time. I don't know.
Oh, boy.
Or they are coming to who in Credro on our eyes like, yo, we've done it, but they haven't done it. I don't know.
Too bad.
Anyway, that's it for the Finder.
Let's get to Daily Guide. Daily Guide says that ECG cuts off KJTI and have not endorsed any aspirant. Kofor says so. UK regulator finds GHIB £5.8 million. Page 66 has got a story on that. NPP clears 48 for contest. The other newspaper said 47. They're saying 48. Okay, so you get to page 3 and read about Daily Guide's 48 number that it's here. Maybe you can find it. Last person that was left out on the other side. Court slaps 10 million Ghana cedis on the NDC boys. 10 million. 10 million. 10 million. Okay, so let's get to the... okay, before we get to some of the entertainment and sports maybe, let's check out Akosua. Akosua says that God has to save us, and the reason why he's asking God to save us is this. So, varsity lifestyle... Before, this was Legon, this was Tech, this was Kivas, this was Roman, this was Wesley, this was Pastor.
Take Legon out. I'm sorry, I beg to differ.
No, before.
No.
Before,
no,
1966,
I finished.
1972. We're talking about 1972, 1976, and 1986, they're about.
No, I beg to differ.
Why did you complete Legon in 1972?
No, but my mother's time, she was not wearing this when she was a student.
Are you kidding me?
I'm serious.
Oh, she wearing?
She was wearing hot pants.
For real?
Yes, with the afro and the platforms. I'm sorry.
Say Ache. I can only imagine you. Oh, they want it. I'm proud of it. Oh, my 1976.
But she was not this short, but I mean, hey, they were looking hot. They were looking hot. It's not true. This is not true.
I'm even worried putting my hands here.
Maybe other universities, but I beg to differ with Legon.
So Agosa says that this was Legon.
No.
This was Tech back and Kivas back in the day.
You can say Tech and but not Legon.
Now, okay, let's go this way.
Legon has
now,
like this.
This is more universities. More in Jesus' name.
Yes.
And over here it says, God save us.
No, it's always been like this. I mean, our time.
It's always been like this.
I finished Legon. I completed Legon in over 15 years ago, and I can assure you that the dressing was like this.
For all of you? Oh.
No, it's always like that.
This was more or less like prescribed.
No, it's always like that. There's always a session that will be trendy, and there's a a session or a part of the students who will not be trendy. It's always like that. And so
yeah, but you can be assured this was going to be more than this.
No.
At the time.
No. Not my time.
Excuse me, kidding me? Like,
not
so
my time.
You had a 90% of this.
No, you can never have 90. You will have a balance, but you will have 90.
Yeah, but I'm saying that the balance.
You won't have this being over this.
Really?
Yes, not in Legon.
Oh, so in Jesus' name, Akosia lied.
Akosia has lied. No, Akosia didn't lie. Akosia probably didn't know the facts.
Well,
like I said, I completed Legon 15 years ago, and we were not dressing like this.
But this is good. This looks nice.
This is not how we dressed in Legon.
It's cool.
I mean, when we were back then, yes. Look, when we were young, I, at a point in time, never wore any top that was covering my tummy because my tummy was that flat. I had like close to a six-pack.
So it was always like this?
Yeah, I always had my back showing. Always had my back showing.
Your mom did. I'm not surprised. Let's say
it doesn't mean so I say. You just like to look good. You love to look good. So I beg to differ.
Her body since
I wasn't opening my body. I just loved.
You were like this. Your tummy was between this.
My tummy was very flat.
It was a top like that.
No, my tummy was very flat, very, very flat. So I used to wear tops that were like, I used to wear a lot of crop tops.
And then you were open, you can't open like that.
My hips were really big, so I used to wear jeans that would sit on my hip. And this is how I love to dress. Actually, a lecturer called me once and said to me, they can't concentrate.
Of course. Of course you have.
But we have probably like 60% or 70% of students dressing trendy in school. It doesn't mean that we are not studying. It doesn't mean that we don't know God. I don't like it when people associate how you
dress to your relationship with God.
No, it doesn't have anything. People are covering up and they are doing the worst. Let's not go there.
I'm just worried for the guys who went to school with you.
You better concentrate.
Because these guys were just,
your parents should teach you how to
emotionally, physically, mentally tortured. And I'm imagining them living their lives right now without you.
Even when I go, even now when I go on campus and I see the students, I say they dress better than our time.
Really?
Yeah.
Legon, right? That school's never been. It's never been in good books, man. Not really.
It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything.
Something.
No, it just means that you have students who know what balanced diet is.
So I'm not supposed to be saying this on the record. I happen to have pegged he's a taxi driver from Legon campus, and we drove for about 15, 20 minutes. Now, for some reason, he started a conversation that I was forced to record. If I play that conversation to you about students on Legon and what they do,
we don't do anything. We don't do anything. I don't agree with that.
Rosie, hold on. No, for the record,
he was just
I can
saying
play it off.
Yeah, he was just saying it because he wanted to say it.
He was just saying this guy works on campus.
He was.
And some of the things he was saying about Legon ladies.
People will live with you,
crazy.
come out there and say stuff about you that are not true. So no, I don't agree with that. I'm sorry.
No, you know what? Now I'm gonna be forced to play that record.
Don't play anything. We don't want to hear it.
Well,
we don't want to hear it.
I mean, but you've told us where you started from. Maradona doctors face trial on sports. And Next Village presents a Media Olympics prize to Metro TV. Now, more senior high schools set for the Intercity Marathon. That's some news. Samini is also captured over here. He wins Gimpa SRC election this week. There is Samini week.
It's Samini and June 4 week because if we go to the Daily Searchlight, it looks like the banner headline has been given to June 4. It says GJ gave it to June 4 as CIPRA predicts a win for Albert Kwabena June 4 in upcoming GJ elections. You go to Daily Analyst and the same thing. The banner headline is saying GJ elections to June 4 will win massively opinion polls gives him 60% out of 400 respondents across the country.
All this hype when he wins and he comes and he doesn't
all
do
this
well,
hype
no.
when he loses. Don't even think about the win.
Yeah, but
They'll hype you like
you
this.
see, but
Fear
the
delegates.
good thing, the danger is he losing
That's it.
and he winning. The two things, if he wins and he mess up, it's better he loses.
Well.
You understand? So the losing there, it's cool. But the danger is the person who is not able to perform winning. That is where the danger is.
That's where the danger is. All right.
So, I mean...
And ladies and gentlemen, the disease monkeypox is spreading. We have 18 cases in Ghana. 18.
Where are they? I want to use them for research. Yeah.
And you know you can get monkeypox through sex.
I don't kiss.
So you have to be very careful.
I don't
out
kiss.
there.
Not had sex for a long
try
time.
as much as possible
I'm
to
trying
wear
to
your
stay
mask.
chaste, and I'm working on myself because I've got a relationship with God I need to keep, and you know I'm on a pastoral journey. So yeah.
Well, there's news for you who want to visit the birth and death certificate because they relocated to Shiashi. So if you're looking for them, you'll not find them at the old place. That was the Makola area, but now they're at Shiashi, which means it's quite easy for you to visit their premises to get your birth certificate done and your death certificate done.
Yeah.
And okay, so it looks like fertilizer suppliers are also complaining in the publisher. They're saying we haven't been paid a dime. They are telling the finance minister. The finance minister, make sure that you help us. And
He doesn't talk.
That's it for...
He doesn't talk. You tell them they got inconsistencies in their complaints. You have no idea.
Well, that's it for our newspapers for today. So we are done with our...
Chronicle will be back on Monday, I guess.
Yes.
So we'll take our Bible verse from there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I know people out there are just waiting for us to do it, but unfortunately today we didn't have any Chronicle.
We don't have a Bible
We don't
verse.
have it. We don't have it. We don't have it. So Chronicle, we'll have the Chronicle on Monday.
Yeah.
And then we can give you
and a lot of you actually like the Bible verse.
It's trending.
You know.
It's
so
trending.
Yeah. But let them know that we're sorry. So
you know what I want
the
us
same
to
love they're giving to the Bible verse
I just want
come to the church.
You know, companies out there who want to take the opportunity to trend with the Bible verse segment.
Yeah.
We are going to segment it, the Bible verse segment.
Yes.
Come
it's a
on
big
board.
deal.
Let's do it because we are trending with it. Let's start
deal.
now. If we go out there, it's going to be too big. If we charge you, you can't pay.
Police should send a scripture and then we'll read it from there. You know? Police that's
well, that's it.
Bible They don't know Bible one.
That's all for News Flash. Let's go into the world of trends.